Hey guys, Tian here from Blue Sense Digital, and in this video I just want to quickly go over a solution to when you're using a third-party reviews aggregator and you've connected it to the Merchant Center and the reviews are getting pushed into the Merchant Center correctly, but those reviews are not getting reflected on the front end of your shopping listings. I just want to go over a solution to that, and I just want to go through how that process works, how those reviews get matched to the product itself, so that you can potentially troubleshoot that if you're experiencing this error on your end as well. So diving straight into it, I'm just going to use this product here as an example. This is the brand that we are working for or working alongside at the moment. This will obviously all be blurred out, but I just wanted to use this product as an example. So if we just head over to Shopify, I've searched for this product's name. So Evo 3.0 White and Birch. And as you can see, we've got a huge number of reviews for this particular product. Now, we had connected this correctly to the Merchant Center. So how you would know that is if you just head into the Merchant Center and you go to marketing and then product reviews. Once you've enabled all the necessary settings, you'll see all your reviews appearing over here. So you'll see we've got just under 4,000 reviews for this brand, and quite a few for that particular product. Now, the reviews themselves were pushing from Judge Me, which is the third-party review aggregator, into the Merchant Center correctly and into this reviews section correctly. But for whatever reason, we couldn't get them to appear on the actual shopping listing itself. Now, obviously, we've just fixed that, and as you can see now, those reviews are appearing on this, but I just wanted to run you through how this process works. So essentially, when the review is written on the back end of the website, it's number one, assigned a review ID, which is this ID over here. And this is obviously unique to that review, but this is somewhat irrelevant in the whole process. The way that Google Merchant Center would match reviews that are uploaded to the actual product itself within the Merchant Center is through the GTIN value or the barcode value. So what was happening in this scenario was the reviews were getting correctly pushed into the Merchant Center, but because we hadn't uploaded a GTIN value for this specific product, so the Evo 3.0 White and Birch, because we hadn't uploaded that GTIN value, so as you can see here, this GTIN value over here, there was no way for the Merchant Center to match the review that had been written to the actual product itself in the Merchant Center and then have those reviews reflected on the front end of the listing. So essentially, we fixed this issue by submitting all the GTIN values for all of our products into the Merchant Center. Once we'd done that, all of those reviews were immediately assigned to those different products because of this GTIN value being uploaded into the Merchant Center, having the necessary detail to match those product reviews. And then from there, all of the reviews automatically started appearing on all of the front end of our listings. And obviously that looks really good on the front end. So there are multiple ways of pushing your GTIN value into the Merchant Center. I'm going to go through those in a second. Head on over to the Shopify dashboard, head over to your product. And the first thing to do is just to ensure that you've added the GTIN value into the GTIN or barcode tab. So ISBN, UPC, GTIN, etc., or the barcode value, you've added this in. And like this name or like this suggests, this is the number that appears above the barcode on the product itself if it is not a custom product. So the first step you'll need to do is just ensure that this value has been added for each product that has been created on Shopify. From there, then we have to submit this GTIN value into the feed, and then that'll get pushed into the Merchant Center. So if you're using the Symprosis app to push your product feed into the Merchant Center, this is definitely our recommended app to do this. Head on over to Symprosis, go to Manage Products, and then from here you can just tick all of the products that you'd like to push that GTIN value into the Merchant Center, and then you can go do edits in bulk, go down to change identifiers submission controls, and then go submit brand name, MPN, and GTIN or barcode value. So once that's selected, hit apply in bulk, and that'll automatically push all of those GTIN values into the Merchant Center. And that'll solve your error or your issue if you're using Symprosis. If you're not using Symprosis and you're using the Google Sales Channel, so I've just hopped to a different brand that is using the Google Sales Channel. So if you click on Sales Channels, Google and YouTube, From here, you'd need to go under your product status section, go manage products. And again, just ensure that your GTIN value has been added for each product that you've created in Shopify. So if for whatever reason you're using the Google Sales Channel, you've added your GTIN values and these are not getting pushed into the Merchant Center, it's due to this custom product section over here. So essentially, if you are selling a custom product, if it is a custom product, it doesn't have a GTIN value. So essentially how this works over here is if it's a custom product, you'd set this to true. So essentially you just ask yourself the question, is this a custom product? True, yes. False, no. So let's say this product over here was a custom product. We'd select true. What this would do then is essentially tell the Merchant Center that this is a custom product. This doesn't have a GTIN value. And that is why we're not submitting a GTIN value into the Merchant Center. If you're selling custom products and you don't apply or change these to true, the Merchant Center will give you an error because you're not submitting that GTIN value. So that's just a bit of a side note there. But essentially, if you've added your GTIN values in and this custom product section is either set to select an option or to true, that GTIN value will not get pushed into the Merchant Center. You have to ensure that this column here is changed to false. As soon as that is changed to false, that'll immediately start pushing the GTIN values into the Merchant Center. And again, all of those reviews will automatically get assigned to the product themselves and will start appearing on the front end of your listings. Then just one last thing to reference on the Merchant Center side, you can easily see if your GTIN values are not getting pushed into the Merchant Center. Number one, by obviously seeing or not seeing this GTIN attribute in the product section in the Merchant Center. Another way to see this is there'll be another final attribute or product attribute that's called identifier exists. And it'll say identifier exists and it says no. Essentially what that means is that you've set this setting in Shopify to true, and therefore an identifier or product identifier being a GTIN does not exist. And that's why that would be set to no in the Merchant Center. So those are just a couple of things to look out for, and hopefully that helped, and hopefully you understand that process. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. It is actually a really simple process once you understand that. So yeah, again, hopefully that was a help. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.